has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I got a whole lot of people that's been counting on me. Got this bad little shawty going down on it. I met shorty and we connected like the Wi-Fi. Hopped in the phone, disappeared like Wi-Fi. I swore that I would make it, they say no way. Watch them, that might eat up off of your plate. They call me sliding on the E-way with the heat on the seat. I got tennis chains with crosses, but I still keep a piece.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We the best music. Another one. DJ Khaled.
Come on me, you all your things, right? Just stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V. Come on me, fly you out the beat. Full speed, so pull it back me. Come on me, you all your things, right? Just stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V. Come on me. Fly you out the beat, full speed, so pull it back here. Speed boats, baby, in Nicky B. Raising my hands,
From the gun on 3rd down.
Flipping through the sand in a Jeep. All because of what I did on beat, Life sweet, baby, let's stop it. You just go ahead, here we go, baby. Long time looking for the bounce, oh, you had to bounce, come on. We've all in the things, yeah. It's stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V, yeah. Come on, fly you out the beat. Full speed, so pull it back to me. Come on, we've all in the things, yeah. It's stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V, yeah. Come on, fly you out the beat. Full speed, je suis ton génie. Rolls Royce, baby, in the
And a
wheel.
short kick taken
Bags full
around
of
the
$100 bills.
And he's up
Now you pass your way, but she can
25,
chill.
down at the 28.
All because of how I kept it real. Nice sheet, baby, on the cheap, baby. Get you anything you need, baby. Work for everything you see, baby. Ooh, we, baby. Ooh, come on me. Leave all of your things, yeah. You can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me. Fly you out the beat. Full speed, so roll it back for you. Come on me. Leave all of your things, yeah. You can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me. Fly you out the beat. Full speed, so roll it back for you. Who you think is shit beside me? I'm crying. All them miss me when I'm flying. Going up the Pagos. You can stay in my room. You can stay in my room. And it ain't mine. I was trying to play it right.
The run only got
I
a
was
yard
trying
here,
to treat
second
you
and 9.
nice. Funny I had to stop. See me when I'm on top. We ain't have a
Wentz out to give to Sanders.
problem.
Short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
I could tell you sick and sour. She didn't want to let me know. She didn't want to let me know. She didn't want to let me know.
Now Wentz on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. When you give up points on the
Think about yourself, my nigga.
three and out, so you avoid that.
Kill my nigga. What you doing, come on, well, my nigga. Just hope you don't down, just don't step my nigga. DTV for life, no, I can't trust my nigga. Can't trust my girl, if I'm on top, nigga. And if you say you trust me, girl, you lie. Cause I can't even trust myself, I don't know what to do.
Damn, I'm looking up.
DTV forever, niggas never watch you now.
So after the incompletion on first and play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz.
She don't want me around. Could you feel like a woman, especially after TV for life, y'all can't trust me. This is, don't you trust me, nigga? Nigga, yeah. You get money, that's inside, nigga. But you know it's not controlling blind.
Continue to throw into double coverage.
You better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
I'm thinking about it, I can't choose my nigga. So you been saying, you kill my nigga. What you doing, time? You get red, my nigga. I just hope you hold it down, just don't steal my nigga. DTV for life, no, I can't trust my bitches. I can't even trust me, nigga. And if you say you trust me, girl, you lie. Cause I can't even trust myself when it comes to all being something.
You can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The punt team now as this one set away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
I know you just want me to sweat you. You said I'll change you. Wish I was the same as when I met you. But these rules you was lying, you know they wanna kick it, but they get messy. And you never out
Bucs
if you're a
offense
legend.
set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0
You don't even know how I feel,
So
my
start
nigga.
first
So
and
they
10.
can sing, they kill my nigga. I be trying to tell my bro, just chill out. Bro, you be like, bro, you don't
So much nigga. ETB for life, no, I can't trust. Even trust me good, I try. When you say you love me, girl, you lie. Cause you don't even love yourself. I don't know why you really sign me. I'm feeling bad.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackle.
Look at this, Brady, option right. Give him 40 on first down. Second and 7.
tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Love the way you walk, love the way you talk. Let a young nigga come play your throat, deep stroke your throat till I make you choke.
Third down.
I'm trying to give it to
This is 3rd and 4.
I'm trying to bust all on you. Sexy little bitch, sexy little hoe. I love the way you walk, love the way you talk. Let a young nigga come play your throat, deep stroke your throat till I make you choke.
Tampa Bay touchdown.
I'm trying to give it to you.
And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point. You got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start with the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
They got to the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they cut off 1st and 10. And from the 25, they moved this to the 29, a gain of 4. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to bust all on you. Accelerate on
On the counter now, it's Sanders.
Oh my God, that's my fault.
Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He was
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here.
Man, he's getting slow as hell.
Before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here in the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Rockefeller, Scribble.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful division. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive, and they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Total. Damn, this nigga don't block.
Shaquille Barrett just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Nowhere to go.
Oh my God.
The football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they finally put his return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Gonna give this time
Oh,
to
that's my fault.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some really good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Right back to him on first down.
Yeah, these niggas don't get off no blocks.
But he does reach the 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Eagles nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A final shot before half for Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On play action, Wentz. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Come to my work. We earned.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 66. Check. 53's mine. Check. Regular.
Throwing again. Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Eagles take
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
to Miles Sanders.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Philadelphia.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Being chased out left. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Sanders.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a score closer.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. 3 down. 90 is a mic. Hey,
They'll turn to Sanders. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Brady's pass.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
6 guys.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I got one. 52.
From the gun, Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and
11.
The 37-yard line.
Now Brady looking downfield for Godwin. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 69 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That halftime lead dwindling.
I love the way you just said that. Perfectly encapsulates what we're seeing right here. Strike after strike, making the big comeback, and right now they are putting the pressure on them in a huge way.
2nd touchdown of the half, and that one was a big one.
24, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Get ready. Alert. Let's go. 50.
Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Check. Lucky. Watch the eye. No, 66.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
53's Mike. All day. 72. Slam. 53. 53. Mike.
Here's Brady to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
But look at this. Brady, option right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Check it, reload. Check 53 Mike. Check 53 Mike. And let's get this. Kill.
On second down, here's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Good job, yo.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Sanders. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
2nd and 11 now. They'll run with Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 66 yards.
8-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, pick your game up. Check 52. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third and goal.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah. 53. Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. Flushed out, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Matt Gay to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Wentz. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
The game, 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
53! Undercut. Hey, Mike's 42. Here we go. So Mike 42. Keep it up. Second reload.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Kill. Turn up. 50.
Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Let's fucking go! Stop playing with me! Stop fucking playing with me! Get your ass off my stick! Go home, Brady! Go home, Brady! Go home, Brady! We determined! Go home, Brady! Go home! Don't come back! Fuck you talking about, you the GOAT. Fuck out of here. You ain't no fucking GOAT. Go home! Get off my sticks! Let's go! Ain't nothing but so true.
bitches wanna do bitches like Emmitt Smith.
We gonna leave y'all with this. We gonna leave y'all with this.
It's 6 o'clock. It's time to have a good day.
Time to have a good day.
I said I'm gonna do something for the United Streets of America. So I got Navy Roots in here. I got Big Al 360 in here. This is Greg Street certified. And today, yeah, you gonna see another street boy play piano.
Hold on, we gotta let the band play one time. Before I let y'all go, we gotta let the band play one time. No, hold on. Who next? That was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game. We didn't quit. We fought. 4 quarters. Motherfucker, stop touching. We deserve to celebrate. All right, man. I'm out, man. I'm out. Time to celebrate.